Okay, so today we're going to look at how to paint a silver birch in watercolour without it looking like a zebra. So here's one I did earlier, but I'm going to move my board across and I'm going to paint another one just here. So first of all, I'm using a rigger brush. So it is a very long, thin brush, and I'm mixing up a mixture of black using ultramarine blue and burnt sienna. I don't use manufactured black because it flattens the painting. So if I want it a little bit more brown, just put more burnt sienna in it. If I want it more blue, to shade more like a Payne's grey, just simply add more blue. Okay, so now I've got my rigger brush loaded with paint. Simply lay it on the paper and drag it sideways. And there we have our silver birch. Add more paint if your brush is drying out. Drag sideways. And for the tweaks, use the rigger brush as it was meant to. Just add a few tweaks in there. Just like that. Now once that's dry, we're going to add the shadows and the foliage. Now that's all dry, I'm going to add the shadow to the right side of the tree because I've got the light coming in from the left. So shadow mix is ultramarine blue and anthracnone crimson. More on the blue side, as shadow on white generally is more blue. There we go, add some water to that. A bit more water. A bit more crimson. There. And I'm just going to literally take it down the one side of the tree. A little heavy on the shadow, but I'm going to drag that across in just a second. Rinse out your brush, squeeze out the excess, and drag that across to give the tree a more rounded feel. Just like that. There. Bit of shadow on the tree. A bit more down the base there. And drag across. There. Okay, so now we've got the shadow on, it's time for the foliage. So for the foliage, I'm literally going straight into my yellow ochre with a large number 14 round brush and literally squash the brush onto the paper. So we've got the light side of the tree there. Then I'm going in for a mix of hooker's green and burnt sienna. Bit too much on the burnt sienna. If you get a brown or get mud, just add more green to it. There it goes. Water that down. Split the brush, and in you go. Oh, as easy as that. Leave some of the white bits, birds to fly through. Ordinarily you'd have sky colour there. Now to add your depth or your shadow to that, just simply add blue. It's not going to turn out bright blue, but what it'll do is add depth and shadow to some of your leaves. Rinse your brush out, squeeze out the excess water and merge. Take the lights into the darks and the darks into the lights. And there we have your silver birch. Now to ground it, same mix as the foliage, using a number 14 flat. Simply touch the base of the tree, bring that down a little, and then little tiny flick ups for grass. And there we have a pair of silver birch.